Hey there, Mac. Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome back to Enigmatic E6 Expert Mode live with, figured I'd do an intro since Frog is out and George may or may not be here. We'll see. But, in big news, my vat, it's full. Bottom to top. It's just a nice, relaxing, repetitive task that I would do when I had some free time and needed to think about my dissertation. We just come in, up and back and up and back and up and back. It was nice. So once we hook up this pump, we should have infinite blaze blood. So we just go a little something like that. And of course, it's facing the wrong way, because why wouldn't it be? Okay, and then we slap that on there. And then we send the hose all the way to the bottom. And there we are. It should be able to pull out of here. We'll test that in a bit, because the main thing that we're doing this episode is making a magmatic dynamo, or several magmatic dynamos. So we know how much energy you get. So 1 bucket of blaze blood is 10 million redstone flux. What we don't know is the rate at which it comes out. We do, on the other hand, know that our basic universal cables can only carry 3.2 kilophi per tick. And if we want to upgrade, we'll need infused alloy, which means we need metallurgic infuser and various other things. So we can't go beyond that 3.2 unless we put in parallel lines into one place. But I'm just not gonna. So we should potentially do some tests to see how much we can pull through. But also, I don't know what sort of storage cubes we should use, because this storage cube uses blazing capacitors, which we are not going to be able to make. On the other hand, maybe we could. Because we can make the paste, we're about to make these capacitors, and then blazing crystals, you energize blaze honeycomb, which we have, and blazing fiber that we can make. So maybe we do make these basic energy cubes. How much do they store? 16 megaphi. Compared to... what's the thermal one called? This redstone flux cell, which holds one whole megaphi, with a transfer of 1,000 redstone flux per tick, which is 2 and change times slower than our cables can handle. Okay, let's check the basic energy cell. It's fast enough. It's still just 1 meg, but it uses this dielectric casing, which we can't make yet. So it's kind of looking like this energy cube is the way to go, because signalum's easy. A bucket of liquid lithium, which we can now make because we've got the refining station. Graphite electrode, on the other hand, requires arc furnace electrodes blueprint. I don't think I got that. Or an enchanting apparatus with, oh, good. What? Antimatter pellets? What? Oh, that's to make an unbreakable one. Okay. I always forget that the enchanting apparatus is weird. So ignore this one. That's a ridiculous, unbreakable graphite electrode. So if we could make a metal press, we could make one of these electrodes just fine. But we can't make a metal press because the metal press is part of the medium machines thing. So we would need to use the engineer's workbench. I don't know how to get these blueprints. And then the hop graphite ingot you make from cooking the dust. You get the dust from an enrichment chamber, which is further down the pike. So we can't make this one because of the graphite. And the dissolution chamber. Okay, so for now, we're going to be using that redstone flux box. Like, we could theoretically steal our one power energy cell from the pirate ship. Because, like, when are we... I mean, we're getting into it pretty soon. I mean, some of this isn't too far away. But overall, my plan is to have a battery here, have a bank of the magmatic dynamos along the side here that feed into the battery, and then we quantum entangle the battery down to the basement such that we can make our big storage refined storage. So we could have this, get rid of all these pipes pumping things everywhere, and just digitize the lot of it. One thing I have not checked is whether you can quantum entangle any of the refined storage stuff. And I don't even know if you can actually entangle the battery. It'll be very sad if you cannot. But it will not be the first time we've been sad over something in this game. So, making a magmatic dynamo, the biggest problem is this thermal plate. So we need to squish a thermoelectric generator. Which seems like something you should be able to use to make electricity to begin with, but the immersive engineering electricity is just kind of meh. So steel, constantan, and copper coils, which are iron and a bunch of copper type wire things. So let's go. So let's figure out how much we need for each one. So 5 constantan, 3 steel, and one of these blocks, which is 8 of these things, which is 1 wire per thing. So we need 8 wires, which we get. So we need 2 copper per. So if we were to make, say, half a stack of these, we'd need a stack and a half of steel, We are carrying way too many things. We are very much carrying too many things. Okay, so let's put the other quest type items over there for now. Okay, stack and a half of steel. And then Constantan, we needed 2.5 stacks. I made a Constantan B, but I don't know if I ever had it run. This might be it over here. No, that's bronze. Constantan, 1, 2.5. 2.5 stacks of that, and then you need 2 copper per, so that's just 1 stack of copper. One, 2.5, 1.5. Let's double check our math on this. So copper coil block requires copper coil. Each copper coil, 1 wire per coil. 4 wires per plate. So that's 2 ingots each. And if we're making half stack, we need a stack of copper. And then a bunch of sticks, but we got the wood. So that should be enough for making those. And down we go. Bonk. Okay, so we take all of the copper and... Oh, no, we're not making coins. We're just smashing. And we're going to have to smash the Constantan as well. And we're going to need to power our dynamo. And let's go grab some more wood, because we're probably going to need it for the sticks. Let's sleep first. It's a bit dark out. Granted, thunderstorm, they're still going to be spawning, but maybe a little bit less so with the sun out. Okay, and a future plan that I have that I'm still pretty far from is to fill this lake with liquid starlight. I think that would be neat. Okay, what do we have in the augmentation? Red or gold? Good. Yeah, fill this entire thing with the liquid starlight. So if we go into here, we're making the starlight crafting altar. We need the liquid starlight. And this is a thing that you can just pour out into the world. And that's how we made our sand generator. If it runs into lava, it makes the, it turns into sand. And so I would kind of like to have a permanent setup for making a bunch of liquid starlight and then have drones just come through and fill this entire thing. Like, first, empty all the water, which is gonna be an adventure all on its own. but then fill this whole thing with liquid starlight. I think that would be cool. I don't know if it's feasible. But I didn't say it would be feasible. I said it would be cool. It is a bit of a shame that you probably can't grow the seaweed and stuff in it, but I don't know whether or not you can grow seaweed in it. It might act as water. I've never tried. It's just one of those things where it's like, you'd think it wouldn't work. Probably doesn't work. But in modded Minecraft, you can never really take anything for granted. Okay, let's get ourselves a stack of sticks. Which, oddly enough, is much bigger than a stick stack. Let's get the Constantine getting smushed. Craft a wire, and then we needed half a stack of iron. To make all our copper coil blocks. And then get busy smushing. There was something. Wow, we are out of coal in there, and we are nowhere near done pressing. Oh, in the meantime, we can work on other things. What were we going to work on? I need to see if we've got any basic universal cable. We do. We only need a couple for now. Because we're not really making all of these magmatic dynamos. We're just going to get the thermoplates. Like, get the coils ready. Get the coils to make the generators. And probably just smush one of them for now, just to get everything going. We put down our compressed iron, so we can't make the gear right now, unless I left some over here. Andesite alloy. Seared brick. Yeah, I don't think I left any around. Let's ask the spark. Yeah, I don't have any. That's a shame. So we're going to have to go over and back at least once. Fluid cell. We should get working on this because this is another one of those weird things. Bronze gear. Handful of copper. And then stained glass. Well, glass panes at least. Okay, panes, copper, bronze. And then cured rubber, iron, hardened glass. We should have a spare hardened glass. Couple of rubber. Couple iron. And then redstone servo. Maybe we've got a spare, maybe we don't. Seems like we don't. There's probably going to be quite a bit of waiting in this episode. Just poking our way through systematically, getting all the stuff we need. And I don't know if we'll ever need half a stack of magmatic dynamos, but I want to be ready in case we do. And oddly enough, the entangled block is cheaper than I would have expected. Like, it's not strictly cheap, but I was expecting madness given some of the other stuff we have to make. Okay, so that's the servo. Let's get the other stuff going. We needed the bronze gear and then the flattened copper. And keep flattening some Constantine. For copper, 1 gear, some panes for the fluid cell frame, cured rubber, iron, hardened glass, and a servo for a fluid cell. Reinforced brick tiles we should have right up here. And then for the relay thing, grab a gold and 2 gold nuggets. Okay, and then 1 of these. So a little something like that. And now we just need the compressed iron gears and to squish the thing. Now, we're just going to make 2 for now. to see whether or not they stack. An important question. Okay, they do stack. So now we make the rest of them. Okay. And then we take one and we squish it. We take another one, we put it down, we see if it's got an interface. Or if it's just a cool looking block. Just a cool looking block. Maybe if you like surround it with lava, it'll generate electricity. I don't know. Where's the immersive engineering book? Maybe it'll tell us. Thermoelectric generator. Placing a hot fluid on one side and a colder fluid on the opposing side generates energy based on the difference between the two temperatures. Yeah, so that's interesting, but I kind of have to assume that it'll melt the cold things and it'll solidify the warm things. And so that's why you smush it into the thermoplate to turn it into a generator that doesn't have that restriction. So we drop those in there. And now we head back, grab some more. Grab some of the compressed iron. Come back, turn it into gears. Let's grab the rest of this stuff too. Reminds me, I was thinking that maybe we could make frame slabs that are iron bar slabs. Kind of want to see how that looks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And there we are. Magmatic Dynamo. And then let's see if we've got a redstone cell. What is it actually called? Redstone flux cell. Do not. So, flux cell, various things, and a frame, lead plate, electrum gear. Let's grab the lead, get its motion, grab the electrum, get it gearing. There's the frame. More cured rubber, more iron, redstone block, and a flux coil. 4 more of those. 2 more of this. Nine, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need gold and 2 nugs. Oh, we've already got some gold rods. I wonder what we made those for and didn't use them. Redstone flux cell. Let's go. Did I ever make a crescent hammer? I did. Huzzah. Why am I walking? Still haven't broken the habit. Okay. So the plan is, grab one of these. It goes here to there. We put the redstone flux cell on the corner. Then we put the magmatic dynamo here. Really? That's the orientation you thought I wanted? There. There we go. And now we take this high retrieval and we put it there. Okay, so this is filling up, but it's not really doing anything. Oh, that's cool. I don't think they used to have that. Okay, so this can hold 4,000. It generates it very much slower than that cable can pull it, which is probably good. So it takes about a second and a half to go for 1,000. Okay, one thing I'm noticing. Oh, and with the system down there, like, I don't know if we're ever gonna see this thing functioning until we've got a huge array of these sucking stuff up. But it looks like it takes about a second and a half to go 1,000. Which means we could probably have 20 of these before we'll exceed the capacity of the cables and the low-level battery. So, like, these are not a good permanent solution. I don't think. But if we encircle this thing, that's, you know, about 100 of them. Now, granted, on the corners, you should only have one on each side because of the conflicts with the retrieval module, but that's fine. We could theoretically move some batteries onto those corners. Yeah, so 40 RF per tick. And so if you want to get up to the 1,000 that this battery can handle, yeah, 25. We need a full wall before we need to upgrade the battery. Which means running any sort of thermal machine should be perfectly fine with just a couple of these. But I don't know how much refined storage steals. And we could also augment these. We remember all the sadness we went through trying to make the hardened integral components. Can we make the better ones yet? Oh, right. You need the hardened ones to make the next level up. And then you need all sorts of interesting chips to make the next one up, and a hardened capacitor, which uses zapped things. And then this one uses that one, plus Endarium gears, which are fine, but then shenanigans ensue. Niotic is blue, requires star things. So we're probably just going to go a little hog wild without the upgrades and just make a bunch of them. But we now no longer need these two. We can take those down. Just plonk them over here for now. And so just one of these, I'm confident, will not outpace even just the Blaze Farm downstairs. But I kind of want to disconnect the Blaze Farm to make sure that this is working properly. So let's put the crescent wrench away, grab the pipe wrench, head on down. And let's disconnect it here, such that this can no longer supply any blaze blood to it. Okay, and then we head back up. Okay, so that's still working. That should pull from there. And so once this successfully gets... Oh, wait. We're never going to see it. Yeah, we're not going to see it work. We would have to fill 10 of these batteries before we'd use a single bucket. Like, we would need an energy trash can to be able to see this thing work. This stream. Wow. Forgot about that part. Well, eventually we'll get that to work. Okay, in the meantime, we can remove that. We can remove that. Next up, I want to entangle things. Can we do it? Leather stripe, easy. Living wood twig, easy. Wand of the forest, fine. Lead rods, easy. Warped sprouts, warped fungus, netherwort, calx of end. Calx is just ash and dust. Yeah, we can make some warped sprouts. So we can make the binder, not a problem. Now, to make the actual block, we need corporeal sparks, a master spark, which requires a god shard, 4 red string, and 2 red stringed containers, which require living rock, chest, and red strings. So we need 6 red strings, which is redstone block, string, and ectoplasm. Not a problem. We've got ectoplasm in spades. So let's get to work. Should probably put these down again because we're not doing that quest just yet. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay, so we're making red string. So we need string. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we need ectoplasm. Red string, ghosts. Boom. Stack of red string. Easy peasy. Now, living rock, less easy. Sunstone requires firmament. We're just gonna make one of these, so we just need 14 living stone. Let's grab a stack of prismarine things just in case. Just bring those back to the boat. Because that's one of the main things that we're missing over here if we need to make more firmament. Okay, so do we have more sunstone or firmament? We've got 11 sunstone. Do we have 3 more firmament? We do not. So 6 shiverstone, 6 prismarine, and a fluorite. We only got 5 shiverstone. So we're gonna have to head over to the Undergarden to get some more shiverstone. But thankfully, it is not in short supply. As you can see right here. Here looks good. Okay, and we throw that in there. We keep an extra 1. So 6. Let's get rid of those depth rock pebbles. And then we need 1 fluorite. And then we're zapping? Zapping. I really should not just make as much as I need. I should make a ton. But I did not bring back enough prismarine to make a ton. We'll do it another time. Okay, so we throw it. And we zap. And then we teleport over to Paradise. Transmute it. We're on our way. There we go. Now we head up to the boat, which we don't have a waystone on just yet. Probably should. But I'm leaning towards making the warp plates to get to my various production areas. Such we don't clutter the waystone network with too many places to waystone to. Boink. Okay, and then we grab these and we turn them into living rock. The neat thing is that sunstone just looks like rock during the night, but moonstone glows. And then the sunstone glows during the day. It's pretty neat. And if it works like that underground, I think that would be great, where you could have areas that change the color such that you can tell what time it is. But I don't know if, like, the amount of color changes depending on what time of night it is. Or if there's just a switch that'll go from one to the other. these are normal sparks, not corporea. That's a lot of sorghum seeds. Why did I get so many sorghum seeds? That's mighty strange. Oh, there's my 14 living rock. Now I need chests. One, two. Red strings. Living rock. Okay. And then for the corporeal sparks, we do need regular sparks. Ectoplasms and bottle ghosts. How many sparks we got here? Just 2? Yeah, so it's worth just making new ones. Off we go. And I should have grabbed a God Shard while we were there, but so it goes. Okay, so we're making 2 sets. So we need 2 Nebu drops. Whoop. Blaze quartz is a little blaze and a lot of quartz, so we might still have that. How much do we need? 4. That is not what I needed. No blaze quartz, huh? Okay. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put these 4 back. And then petals. 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 12 petals. And then what do? We zap them. Okay, there's our regular sparks. And we'll grab 2 ectoplasm and 1 bottled ghost. So let's see if we got... Well, we have to go back over there anyways, so there's no need to waste any ectoplasm we've got over here. That is not what I wanted. There we go. Put the log in there. No glass bottle. Okay. Need new glass bottles. Glass bottles. Yes, I know I just walked down here. I didn't need to walk. You gotta get your steps in. Good for you. Okay, what else did we need to do? So we need the God Shard for that. Ectoplasm and that. And then we'll be done with that. So then we also need to do this. So let's work on this. No leather stripes, huh? That's the bellow cutting board with a knife. Okay, living wood twigs are over there. We need 2 lead rods. A 1 and a 2. Do some weird fungus warping. So we'll use up our 2 warped fungus. We should have nether wart in here somewhere. Nether wart, those 2, and then calx. And a seed of some description. Because you always need seeds when working with that petal apothecary. Okay, and then from there it's mostly just living wood twigs. Which, even if we don't have the twigs, we should have the wood to be able to make them. We should also bring something with which to test whether or not the entanglement is working. Okay, throw away the corn, put in the bucket of water, nether wart, 2 fungus, calx, and some seeds. Brilliant. Have not yet eaten corn. Okie dokes. Now we need to go to the nether, grab us some ghosts. Then we'll head over to Pyramid B. Grab our ectoplasm. And then we should be in business. Oh, wait. Forgot the living sticks. Okay, so we need 3 and 2. How do we make these again? Oh no, we need the living wood, not the planks. What a fool I've been. Okay, how do we make the living wood again? Flourishing archwood wood. Okay, so we're gonna plonk those down. We're gonna go get a whole bunch of flourishing archwood. Make a whole bunch of flourishing archwood wood. Bring it back. Make a decent amount of living wood. And have enough of the wood to just leave laying around that the next time we could make some more. What a world. Always look up the recipes. Measure twice, cut once, and all that. One whole flourishing archwood log. Hello? Server? Thank you. Oh, right. 4 makes 3. Okay, so now we can plonk those back. We can embiggen this tree once more and be on our way. A rebigulator? Such a thing is clearly impossible. Oh, speaking of which, I did want to look into the shrink ray and see how you can use the shrinking stuff. Come on, Wood. Purify. It's a lot of slimes. Just dancing on that island over there. Oh, the whale jumped. Okay. Now that we have these, so we need 4 sticks total. So let's use that for the petals. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1 of the forest. Stick, lead rods, warped sprouts, and leather stripe. Entangled binder. Oh yeah, we've got a lot of quests that we completed, don't we? Okay, so resourceful bees, nothing new. Nature's aura. Cool. Token of terror. Cool. Eidolon. Necrotic focus. I'll hold off on that one. Tanya. Open crate. Mana Seer monocle. Can wait. Mana Steel ingot. I'll take the loot box. Hey, Mana Steel. Let's plonk that on the ground there. Astral Sorcery. Found Constellation Paper. Ooh, a block of star metal. That's a pretty epic loot box. Thermal series is just what we've been doing. Pneumatic craft. Take a pneumatic craft loot box. That's a lot of compressed iron. More than a stack there. I should probably leave that compressed. And then over here, compressor. I don't need those things. Immersive engineering. Thermoelectric generator gives us some blue ice. We'll pass on that. Automation. 3 of each of those. I'll take a scavenger's delight. Wixie shards. We're gonna need those. I don't remember for what, but for something. Storage. Fluid cell gets us expanded fluid tank. Don't care. Tetra. Bows. Get us a bunch of arrows. No thanks. Okay. That's good. So we've got that. So let's head back to the boat. We'll drop off some various things. We'll go grab a god shard and some ectoplasm. Ooh, we should bring a thing. Just to be certain that it works. I'm a little tempted to bring the pyrolyzer, because what are we gonna do with it here? Whereas if we take it over to Pyramid B, we could hook this up, entangle the power source down to it, entangle the coal over to it, and then just make a bunch of whole bunch of creosote. Like, that's a longer term plan, but what are we doing with it here? You know what? What are we gonna do with those 2 stacks in the storage? We already got several stacks in there. No sense taking up extra space. So we'll bring this with us. To test out the stuff. We'll put the Wixie shards in here with our previous Wixie shards, apparently. So we got 2 Sylph shards. 5 more Drigme shards, so we should get on those eventually. Okay, so we already had 2 Wixies. Obtained by using Dispel on a witch while it is less than half health. Oof, that's quite the thing. Okay, so let's put the compressed iron blocks over here. Let's put the star metal here. Put the warped sprouts over there. Token of terror in there, filling that up completely. Is there anything we can take out of here? Potions belong somewhere else. Runes we can put somewhere else. Paper certainly doesn't belong in there. Wood doesn't really belong in there. That at least gives us a little extra space. Okay. So we first need to go to the Nether and grab some ghosts. Then we can head over to Pyramid B. We could go to the lava farm, but I'd rather not use up all the ghosts there. So I'm going to run over here a bit and steal the ghosts from here. Max, so the ghosts are taken from the aura of the area. And so... So unless you've got a way to replenish the aura, yes, the ghosts are limited. What? Another one. Weird. Two. We'll come down here, grab ourselves a god shard. Yeah, we got a lot of Nephthys. Okay. So we take these like so to make them corporea, and then we make one of them a master, and then we've got ourselves an entangled block. Let's put these here for the next time. Okay, now we're just gonna do some testing, so let's just do it up here. So we'll put this here, we'll put this here, we'll eat some corn, we'll grab our entanglement binder, we're gonna entangle that flux cell to this. Problem is, this already had full power. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this over. We're going to go grab some coal. going to use some power. Oh yeah, and we can just keep pulling it out to keep using power without actually using coal. Okay, so 1473. So it's bound to the redstone flux cell, but this isn't pulling anything from it over there. Okay. So this connects, but it's not bringing the power. Auto output is enabled, so it should be exporting power. But it's just not. So let's grab this, put it directly on the cell to make sure that it does transfer the power when it's not going through the entanglement. So the entangled block does not transmit batteryness. Okay. Let's try making it a power cable. Does not transmit power cable. Man, that's rough. Okay. What if we make it the machine? And then we put the entangled block by the battery. Okay, so that works. That, of all things, works. That's super weird. But, I mean, that could be way worse. So what if we put that down here? Yeah, still works great. So hello, server? Give to me my entangled block. I know I can make lots of them, but I'd rather not. Okay, so entangling the machine works great. Entangling the battery, not so much. That's very strange to me. Very strange. I also had thoughts about entangling these, but entangling create stuff is often flighty. However, the question becomes, does the side matter? And the answer is yes. The side matters. You can only pull from this side. So yeah, entangling this thing, not gonna help. But if we had this extracting to a tank, and then you entangle the tank, that could work. I'm just thinking about teleporting fluids places. And ender tanks are super expensive. But these entangled blocks, not nearly so much, because they have much more limited range. There are only 1,000 blocks within the same dimension. But being able to have one of these tanks just constantly full, like right here, and having that teleport the materials all over the place, that could save quite a bit. But the biggest takeaway from this is once we make our refined storage controller, we could attach it to this power system up here via this entangled block. And so I'm thinking we could put the power generation along this side, and then we could put the entangled blocks along this side. And that'll be cool. And then it'll just be spooky power at a distance. I like the idea of spooky power at a distance. Well then, I guess we should start working on this quest then. Make this controller, which requires a bit of stuff, but none of it's too crazy. Because we've got the advanced processors, so we need to get working on the blue network cables. How many do we need? 8. Yeah, so let's add each of these things to our quick menu. Blue rock wool, redstone, signal them. Easy peasy. We don't have the rock wool here, but it's not a huge problem. Signalums over here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the rock wool. Yeah, easy. Quartz enriched iron is compressed iron, and nether quartz makes 2. We need 4. Easy peasy, we'll do that. Top side. Logic unit. Treated planks. Circuit back planes. And vacuum tubes. I think we still have some back planes top side. Of course, this makes 3 vacuum tubes. These are the blueprints we have. So we'll need 2 things of nickel. That's Invar, so nickel's the other side. This one. Oh, we need 8. So we'll make 3 sets of those. Copper wire, we got plenty. Redstone dust. Just any sort of glass. A couple of more redstone. Easy. Machine casing. Ooh, we're gonna be doing that over here a bit. So we need more quartz enriched iron. We got the seared bricks topside. We got the pewter topside. We'll make the machine frame topside, and then we'll bring it back. And then slime steel. More seared bricks, iron ingots, and sky slime, so we'll do that topside as well. Okay, topside we go. Should probably stop by the XP farm at some point. Okay, what do we have in the way of rock wool? 7. We need 8. So we just cook the slag again. Okay. And then we get some blue. And then we'll put the rest of it back. Cables. Done. Where was that quest from? Automation? No, that's the entangled block. Storage? No. This? Yeah. I mean, I could make that, but I'm not gonna. Okay, so piercing 5, blast protection 5, mana boost 4. In the box. Okay, so we got the blue network cables. Quartz enriched iron is next. We need... we don't need it for this. Don't need it for that. We do need it for this. So we need 4 for that. And we need 4 for this. So we need 8 total. So we just need 4 quartz. Four quartz along 1, 2, 3, 4. Compressed iron. Oh, straddle jump 2. I didn't see that we got that. Quartz enriched iron complete. Quest completed. Refined storage. So that's probably the gate. No, that's the controller. Is it just starting refined storage somewhere? Ah, it is. Yeah, I don't care about any of that. So you need 1 of each type. We don't have any of them on us. But we didn't even make the gold one. Okay, so we needed to squish the nickel. We needed 3 glass, we've got 2. Let's cook up half a stack. Okay, and then 3 copper wires. I'm pretty sure I've got those laying around. Okay. And redstone dust. And we come over here, we make ourselves some vacuum tubes. Vacuum tubes accomplished. And then 8 treated planks. A lot of treated sticks. Yeah, a lot of treated sticks. Not enough treated planks, so we just creosote some planks, I'm pretty sure. Gonna be doing a lot of this in the not too distant future. Okay, treated planks, vacuum tubes, then we need back planes. Yep, we had some extras because we were gonna make something and then we didn't. Okay, let's double check that we do in fact need 2 logic units. 1, 2. Good. 2 logic units ready to go. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we only need half of the XNet cables. And we can put the vacuum tube away as well. If there were space. Let's get the redstone out of there. Let's put that over here. So 8 of these, 8 of those. We're gonna need 2 sky slime. So slime ball, iron, and seared. There's no way I don't have sky slime balls. Okay. I might not have seared bricks. Oh, I got tons of seared bricks. Okay, and then iron. There we go. A 1, 2, 3. Sky slime acquired. So that's logic units, sky slime, and quartz enriched iron. The machine thing is in the middle. And then we got the outside. So machine casing's all that's left. 4 seared, 4 quartz, 4 pewt. 1, 2, 3, 4 pewt. 1, 2, 3, 4 seared, 4 quartz. And a machine frame, right? Okay. Iron, iron, glass. So 8 iron, 4 glass panes. We're gonna smush 4. And then gear 4. What is this? 1 piece? There go. Gears, plates, and panes for a machine frame. Okay, so we'll take a quick trip over to Pyramid B. But first, a word from our sponsor, XP Farm. Running a bit low on the levels. Oh yeah, there was one thing I looked up. That you need an Enderman spawner core to be able to make it. I think it might have been the Ender cell. Oh, we got some spooky music. Still only 95% on the home. Ironclad turtle shell. Okay. Now off to Pyramid B. Going up to the pressure zone. Gonna put in 4 of these, 4 of those, 4 of these, and 1 of those. How much pressure does this need? 2.5? Easy peasy. Oh, right, it's got the LPG in there now and the speed upgrade. It recharges pretty darn quick. And there's our 2 machine casings. So there's 1 machine casing, and then we're gonna go back down here. Grab these, grab that, because it'll progress the 1 quest. But it's 8 of these, 1 of these, 2 of these, 4 of those, 2 of those, 8 of those. That should be enough to make ourselves a refined storage controller. Big ol' should. We'll see whether or not that's true. Right, we're going up here. Did this thing get struck by even more lightning? This feels like there's even less here now. Okay, let's memorize the pattern real quick. Okay. This guy in the middle, these 2 above and below, these 4 around the corners, and these 2 left and right. And there it goes. We really should come back someday with some black wool and repair this. Should also add one of the rotational speed controllers to this. Just zoop things out.
Hola, senor.
Hola!
How we doing?
I'm making a refined storage controller.
Refined storage controller. Nice. Oh man, that takes a lot of junk, doesn't it?
Quite a bit.
There for lack of something go I.
Probably not too much. I'd imagine you're right about where you would need for this.
Yeah, but do you actually have to get into the magic stuff like Nature's Aura and such to get there, or?
I don't think so. I think this is pure tech. Because
Okay,
it's got 8 of the advanced processor things, which are numismatic die sort of things. XNet cables, which is rock wool and like a piece of signalum.
Slag, you say?
Yeah. And then let's see, in the middle, you had the logic stuff, which needs immersive engineering for the vacuum tubes. The machine casing thingy, which is pressure plus a couple of ordinary things. Quartz enriched iron, which is quartz and iron.
Huh, no way.
I know, right? And then slime steel, which is slime and iron and seared brick. Also surprisingly easy. The problem is the controller doesn't do anything on its own.
Yeah, the disk drive is the part, and I remember looking at that and going, oof.
Yeah, I'm not going to use the disk drives. I'm going to use the external storage.
Oh, okay.
Which is some more XNet stuff, refined storage cables, which are quartz enriched iron, pretty pipes, immersive engineering thingies that use aluminum wire and stuff. Not too bad. Destruction core, which uses a corporeal spark and ichor crystals. Construction core, which uses sky slime crystals. Ugh. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that go into making it what I want it to be. Because I want to hook it into my main pyramid storage.
Oh, sure.
But that's a lot of things. That's a lot of corporeal sparks. But for now, I just want to get it in place and get it powered. And make sure what I want to do with it will actually work.
Well, and the good news, my lava is continuing to flow. I've been logging into the game like once a night just to pop in real quick, and go mine a sort of a full pick's worth of netherrack to shove into my contraption.
Ah, yes.
And it's up farther than it's ever been, so I'm happy about that. Only a little bit,
good.
only maybe a few more days.
Okay, so I'm gonna take this out of there. I'm gonna put it in.
In fact.
Okay, I'm gonna grab.
Let's go ahead and protect myself. Oh, I am protected from fire. Good.
One of these. Put it there.
One,
and then
two,
we'll do
three,
this.
4. Nice. I am 4 levels above. I had a little side notch where I had to build around a, one of those laboratories that occurs underground.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there's a little notch there, and now 4 levels above that, I have I think 10 more levels of lava to go before I think I was. So I think I might be making 5 to 6 levels a night. So on Thursday, I might be just about done. Ka-ching.
Okay, so it looks like the retrieval module doesn't work for this hose pulley. So maybe I need just a raw extraction module. Let me go check Lava Land, see how I have it set up there. Yeah, high float extraction. Back to Pirate's Cove to make one of those.
Yarhar.
And those are easier than the retrieval modules, that's for certain. So we need one of these, need one of those, need a redstone, and then 2 cured rubber. One of these, one of those, one of these, 2 of those. And then 2 aluminum ingots. And then 2, I think it's bronze for the next level.
Just getting notifications on my phone.
Ah.
Well, always a little bit concerning, like, oh no, what's going on? Short answer is, not much. How about you?
Yeah, it was more concerning with me today where I was not getting notifications, where my texts would go through, the people would respond, and I just wouldn't get their response.
That's concerning.
Yeah, so I ended up having to reboot my phone, and then all of the responses came through all at once.
Yeah, technology. What you gonna do?
Okay, so take a bucket of that, put this in, we allow that, and then it fills like a dream.
Ooh, I haven't been upstairs in a few days. How's things going up here? Okay, charcoal's not backed up. That's a good sign. Moose.
It's not super fast, but it's good.
Box not full. Hey, everything's coming up, Millhouse.
Okay, now that is gonna be a problem.
Hay problema?
Yeah, if it extracts too much, it'll pop an object out into the world for the overflow.
An object of blaze honey?
Yeah, well, blaze blood. Yeah, just a tiny little capsule of less than a bucket of blaze blood.
Sounds annoying.
A little bit. Okay, so let's...
Centrifuges, plastic, move machines. Okay.
Okay, so let's dispose of all of this. Are you telling me I can't just Oh, right, shift. Okay. You have infinite of the stuff. You don't need to have giant tanks of it just laying around. You can use those tanks for something else. If we need some, there are more tanks downstairs. Okay, so now this will extract that into anything that needs it. Now the question becomes, where do we put our refined storage controller? Ooh, we should also check whether or not the refined storage cables actually connect to it. So we should probably make some of those cables. But step one first, put it down. No power. We entangle it. Power! Proof of concept 1, successful. For proof of concept 2, we need to make some cables. So, let's remove all of those things we don't need anymore. Mineral resin, destabilized redstone. Is that worth it? Oh, it saves on quartz enriched iron. Not worth it. Aluminum wire. Terracotta. Okay, so let's grab some aluminum and some terracotta and maybe a stack of iron. Iron. Aluminum. Terracotta. And now for more deafening XP action. Woo. I almost don't want to kill this guy.
Why is that?
He's got the cool jazz backpack.
Oh, nice. Like I said, at least once. I had a guy who just would not.
Okay, what was that?
At least once I had a guy that just would not die. So if you're lucky, you can see might stuck around for the whole festivities before taking a graceful exit.
Okay, back we go.
And of course, by graceful exit, I mean murder.
Well, yeah. What else could you possibly mean? Okay, I've got 2 of these wire connectors. Oh, these are interface connectors. Ever so slightly, but importantly different. But requires the wire connectors to begin with. Okay.
Just different enough to give you a headache.
Okay, so let's make 16 of these electrum nuggets, huh? 48 electrum nuggets.
forgot to fix that.
What you gotta fix?
Torch, right. Oh, just, some bright red creature spawning squares in the middle of the room. You know how it goes.
I do. Okay, so 4 stacks of wires should probably be 1 stack of ingots. Yeah. Let's double check that recipe. Aluminum wires. Yeah, 4 for 1. Smash them first. Doing okay on power. Yeah, a lot of this stream is just watching this multi-servo press smash things.
You're the biggest buddy you can put in there?
No, I probably should, but I think it might outpace my power supply at that point.
Ah, there's the rub.
Yep. Oh, I need to make some... I probably have some regular old pipe. I do. Okay.
Yes, pipe classic.
Redstone wire. Oh no! More aluminum wire! Curses. Can't make the full stack if I need to make some of this. That's okay. Half stack is probably plenty. For now.
You will go in there eventually. Okay, the rest of you can go to your homes, wherever they may be.
Really?
Nice.
That was a quest? Who needs that redstone wire? Nurse of Engineering? No. I don't know.
To quote Socrates, I drank what? Oh, right, that's right. Because stacks are not naturally divisible by 3. So therefore, anything I find divisible by 3 is just lucky happenstance. Okay.
Except for the, what is it? The wood blocks? Like, not logs. Wood? Where you have to use 4 logs to make 3 wood. Real weird. Yeah, so if you look up, like, flourishing archwood wood. Yeah, 3 flourishing archwood wood is 4 flourishing archwood logs.
Okay, that's entirely confusing.
Which you then place around a pure daisy, which can seat 8 things. But no, you can make them in 9 or in 6.
I can hear your heart crying out, so I understand. You can make hedges. I didn't know that. You shall make a hedge.
That actually sounds kind of nice.
Yeah. It's just leaves and logs. Leaves and logs. Just like a panda, eats shoots and leaves.
Man, it's been so long since I played King of Tokyo.
Oh, that's a good one. It's been a while. A long while.
Okay.
I don't remember who my favorite character was. It's been too long. I just remember the joy,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Okay, cable acquired. Now my concern is I don't have anything to connect to the cable, but cable should only connect to things that it should connect to. So I should still be able to test this.
Thus completing the tautology.
Yeah. But there are some things that should be able to connect but don't, and other things that'll connect to things that they can't connect to. That gets frustrating. You're touching it. It's right there. Why can't you do it?
Because that would make your life easier.
Mm-hmm.
Not here for that. I accidentally broke one wall over here. Now to go find a piece of gap road to put back in here to make it okay. Damn it. This game is the worst. Hello, cat.
Wait, why is my controller down at 20 feet?
Is it
Excuse
doing
me? No, there is literally nothing connected to it.
What are you
Why
doing,
is
cat?
all of this broken?
All right, I'm taking a moment for cat appreciation, as we all should.
Huh?
Because the cat is, don't do that. Oh, don't rub your face against my screen.
Oh no.
Oh, cat. Why are you so annoying?
Why are you
No, it
so
doesn't look
cat?
right. I don't quite know why. It's never gonna be the same again. You know, like when you get your screen just the right position on like the whatever you
Oh
have it
yeah.
on. And you're used to it. It's been there, and then all of a sudden, my world is turned upside down by this adorable, goofy guy here, who, by the way, likes to sleep in my laundry basket, which is, you know, not the worst because he usually sleeps on the black clothes, and he is black, so no one really knows except for me.
Mm.
That's who I choose to believe. Yes, you're adorable. Hi. Okay, does this feel right? I got motion sickness now. Yeah. Oh, cat.
I wonder if it's because it's not connected to anything. It just eats all of the energy in the world. Or is it
Trying to complete
because of
something
the
can't
entangled
be.
block? Like, I don't understand.
Like it's attached to an entangled block, and therefore it thinks it's trying to connect, and therefore it's just going to run forever, kind of thing.
No, this controller is just chewing up every bit of power this has.
Huh. It's not doing anything really.
But it's just a controller. Oh, usage 256 feet per tick. Like, just the controller, no contraptions, no storage, no in and out. It's 256 feet per tick. This magmatic dynamo creates 40.
Oh no.
Let me go topside and see if it's just that magmatic dynamos are the slowest thing of all time.
To be fair, they are pretty slow.
Like, they're hyper efficient. Yeah, so, well, that's what the augmentation. Let's take the augmentation out of this. No, you just get 40 redstone RF per tick with the Sterling Dynamo, too.
Huh.
Yeah, so it needs the integral components to increase its tick rate. Wow.
Oh yeah, I see that too. I have a triple in my compression dynamo, and that's giving me at 120, but without it, it's only giving me 40.
Yeah, so it begs the question, do I put the upgrades in the Magmatic, or do I just make more?
Well, the Magmatic just sits there in the stuff and turns that passively into power, yeah?
Different Magmatic. That's the one from Powa. I'm doing the one
The one you actually put stuff into?
Yeah, you put the Blaze Blood into it.
Okay.
It's ridiculously efficient because you get like 10 million RF from one bucket of Blaze Blood.
Oh yeah, it sounds a lot like, again,
so darn slow.
my old compression dynamo. I mean, tree oils itself just 1 million per bucket.
Mm. So
yeah, I guess just the rate.
Let's see. Okay, compressed iron gears is kind of the expensive point of this. And we need 7 of them to run, so we need 6 more. Which means we'll use most of a stack of compressed iron. Which is fine. We've got plenty.
The generic bee gives you Ridge Runner's Rockin' Rocket Honey.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Good old Jenny. Okay, so 6 more reinforced. So we grab 12 of those. You know what? Let's grab 14. Let's make 7 more. So 7 times 4. Okay.
Yeah, I think all this is going downstairs. Oops. I forgot that was full of charcoal. Oh well.
Well, that's working. Let's go grab the what were they called again? Some sort of thermoelectric generators. That's what I'm looking for.
got tasks completed for something I already had, just because I guess I did it in the wrong order.
Ah,
That's
yeah.
always fun.
Oh, and then the fluid cells. Okay. Copper and bronze. 28 of each. Someday, we'll have refined storage set up in such a way that we'll just be able to ask it for these things and it'll just make them. Someday. That day is definitely not today.
I choose to believe. All right. Oh, cat disappeared. Crazy.
Uh-oh.
For how big he is. It's kind of astounding, really. Okay. So for the energy cell, the compression dynamo, and the Starling dynamo, because why not?
I wonder what the game is expecting us to use for power at this point.
I mean, it might be. Well, what's the tech tree say? Controller, same level as printed circuit boards and such. What about gates? RF tools, mechanism.
Because the only power source that I remember it ever telling us to make was the Starling Dynamo way back at the beginning.
Yeah, I guess because that's like the most basic thing.
Yeah. And like I imagine all the dynamos are more or less the same rate. And so I would be like, well, are there other mods that have things we can do? But I can't imagine we can make any of the mechanism ones. I don't even know what they're called.
Doesn't mechanism go into like nuclear?
It does eventually.
Fission. Yeah. Alternatively, yeah, it's got the
Like I've never
heat
used its.
generator.
Yeah, I've never used its power sources before. Oh, right, it's got solar. Advanced PCB, solar panels, and foot poles. Oh, those are just metal bars. Metal bars are easy. Solar panel requires thermoplates, blue framed glass, which is from blue framed glass, which is from framed glass and blue, which is glass and iron. That's actually not so bad. Shift N. That doesn't tell me the speed at which it generates, though.
I mean, there's always power. It's right there in the name.
But it's definitely a step beyond what we've got. Biogenerator. Oh yeah, I remember. People would make these wind generators and just have a whole farm of them.
Kind of like in real life.
Yeah. Kinetic dynamo. Well, that's a thing we can make. Now that we've got compression, we can make these turbine blades.
Is that mechanism?
Yeah. Gas burning generator. Pity machine frame is a thing we can make. Basic chemical tank, empty. That's fine. So yeah, we could maybe get into the mechanism power sources too. I just don't know, like it doesn't tell you how fast they generate. Just how much they can store. So I don't know if it's worth investing in them. And I don't know what the gas burning generator runs off of.
Huh. Well,
I should probably just make one and then see.
well, in the description it says the gas burn generator burns ethylene or excess hydrogen.
Let me shift and ooh, that's not what I wanted.
Yeah, you have to select it, or it won't let you do that. Ooh.
Generator that harnesses the varying molecular gases to produce energy. Where did you get the?
It's in the descriptor in the in our quest series.
Oh, the quest series.
Yeah,
I forgot to check
mechanism.
the quest book. Mechanism.
Let's see. Wind generator says even at sea level, this will outproduce the heat generator's seeing it high, will generate more. Of course, that's just the mechanism passive heat generator, but still.
Yeah. Primarily burns ethylene. Used to burn excess hydrogen.
But yeah, mostly for burning ethylene, it looks like.
Warning, Enigmatica 6 has reduced the efficiency of ethylene. It is slower and more costly to produce, leading to a more balanced total power gain. Ethylene retains its high energy density and burn rate, however, so it makes an excellent burst source of power.
Yeah, great. Well, let's look at ethylene real quick.
So you place it high in the world and it'll generate more stuff. Yeah, which would be great for me if the stupid quantum entangle thingy would entangle batteries. Although, I could just entangle things up to there to power them. So yeah, we might make one of these just to see how fast it generates. But for now. Right, compressed iron gears and fluid cells. That's what I was doing. Okay. Bunch of cured rubber, bunch of servos, bunch of hardened glass. Do I have enough hardened glass? I don't think so. Nope, just got 4.
It's the ethylene you get from combining water and hydrogen, along with biofuel, and you get ethylene and substrate. Ethylene says, by the way, has a burn time of 40 ticks and has 11.28 kilo Phe per millibucket. So that's like 11 million Fe per bucket. Over the course of 40 ticks. Is it tick a frame or a second?
It's 20 ticks per second.
Okay.
So yeah, that's some serious burst power.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the hardened glass. We need 20 of these. Iron. And then we need to make a bunch of servos. Oh, right. I used my last servo for the extraction module.
Where do I? There's my cables.
And then we need to go. Actually, I've got that in here, don't I? I do. Okay, so 14 times 4. Break those down.
Pyrolyzer goes into the freshening still. Pulverizer can just hang around for now.
Oh, in the meantime, I should make more cables. Okay, 7 more magmatic dynamos. Oh, but I'm gonna need. Well, no, because I can just scavenge some of the fluid things that I've got laying around. Yeah.
around as I want, and I will look to expand if I feel like it. So yeah, that should work out fine. To stare at it for a minute to figure out what miscellaneous white box is which, but that's not the biggest deal in the world, so. And now I don't have to look at you anymore either. Thanks. Sterling Dynamo. Put you there, why not? In case I need a backup power source. I guess it's a pleasure to burn. Let's give you the Cheers blueprint so I have you available. And miscellaneous junk I was hanging on to can go right here. On the wall where it's supposed to go.
It's doing the thing again.
Not the thing. The thing where the game gives you issues.
Yeah, where it just pauses and makes me restart the game.
I feel your pain.
It had gone so long. I was hoping we'd get all the way through, but no.
Alas, 'twas not to be so. Okay. You two are plonk bait again.
Well, I guess while that's loading, I can look up the mechanism wind generator and see how much it generates.
I like the sound of zombies making it being on the wrong side of sunrise on the other side of your wall. So pleasant. It's like, well, that'll learn you.
Okay. Wind turbines' giant blades harness the force of the wind to generate power. Each wind turbine requires a fairly large 1 by 1 by 5 area. It generates power day and night, sunshine and rain, but the turbine must have a clear view of the sky. Power output increases linearly with its elevation to a maximum output of 480 joules per tick.
All right.
So
is a joule a furnace energy, or do we know?
If joules are phi, then we're golden. If they're not, okay. Enigmatic 6 joules to.
Looks like one phi is. So it looks like it's 20 joules per phi, roughly. According to this first answer on Google.
So at 2.5 joules per phi, let's bust open our calculator.
I thought it was 20.
Well, I've got a GitHub entry that has a whole bunch of different Minecraft energy types.
Okay.
So let's make sure. Yeah. So RF to FE is 1 to 1.
Oh, okay.
FE to joules is 2.5 joules per FE. or 0.4 Fe per joule, according to this chart.
You said it was how many joules?
And so it generates 480. So
192.
That's still 192 Fe per tick.
Fe. Okay, thank you.
So yeah, forage energy. Or if you like RF, redstone flux. And so that's still better than a fully upgraded magmatic dynamo.
And you can kind of cram them together. All you gotta do is just make enough and put them high enough.
Mm-hmm. But you still need 2 of them to run a refined storage controller. That isn't doing anything.
And are you doing this in the real world or in a tomb?
I'm doing it in a tomb because that's where I've got so much of my storage.
Okay, yeah. I mean, if you put them on your sky pyramid, you know, that should be plenty high up. Are pillars supposed to float on water?
Are what's supposed to float on water?
Pillagers?
Yeah.
They're just sitting here. Okay, they are okay.
Yeah. Most things can tread water. Oh, and you have to build them all the way up to get the full elevation bonus. Otherwise, you'll lose 1.8 per block below build limit. So all the way up.
Yeah, that's a ways up.
Because my second right side up pyramid's only at 148. Okay, let's double check this. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it would go here. So close. No.
All right, I think it's just about time for me to start messing around with this refinery controller a bit more again. Damn it. But I don't wanna. But I should. Eat your vegetables.
Where did my pretty pipe go? lost one. It's gone.
I'll always remember the one that got away.
Why is the rum gone? Ah, there we go.
I need a pressure tube. Who would have thought it? That was some fun lag, I think.
Sure was.
Welcome to Identifying Lag.
Okay, let's go get another tube.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I basically have 4 thermodynamic processing plants. And okay, so I figure I'll probably just run everything off of the diesel. Because I was reading something before, basically pointing out that, you can, refine stuff up to give it more, more power, but what you gain, it doesn't really scale super well in terms of using it for burning, more or less. Just pointing out that the higher you might as well just run everything off diesel and then use the higher stuff to make
Plastic and whatnot.
plastic or what have you need. Yeah. Or to trade it for a bucket apiece for emeralds from Amadron. I don't see that I ever actually do that because I have tons of emerald. If I need to, I can go harass a villager for a while. Let's see. 18 million RF.
Okay, so now that is all set up. Now we put down our controller again. Put down our entangled block. And then we re-entangle it. Grab it. Hit it. Okay. It is gaining power.
Oh shoot, this cracking needs over 300 C.
Okay, so that good. Does not connect to anything. However, if we put it over here, it connects in. So that's good. Partial proof of concept starting to work. Now, what's the next step with refined storage? We probably need some sort of actual interface. Quartz enriched iron, easy. Advanced processor, easy. Ender pearl, easy. Grid, far less so. Oh, but that's just a wireless grid. We need a wireless crafting grid. Yeah? Wireless crafting grid. Requires a crafting grid. which requires a crafting table, a grid, and an advanced processor. Easy. How's the grid? Glass, machine casing, which I've got. Construction and destruction core, improved processors, and refine quartz enriched iron. Okay, improved processors. Gold. Oh, lumium. Silicon processor binding and flux dust. Well, we've got silicon downstairs. Did we save any processor bindings? Probably not. No, I didn't think so. Okay, so let's go downstairs, get some more silicon. And head topside to make the bindings. Okay, I have no bindings. How do we make that? Slime and string. Okay, bindings, silicon, flux. And then lumium coins. Yeah. Okay. And that's 3 coins per ingot. Wow. The numismatic dynamo is kind of interesting.
Is that the one that runs off of coins?
Yeah.
It's pretty wacky.
Netherite coin. 12 million RF. Oh yeah, 6 million from an Endarium coin.
I probably had a rate again of 40 per tick or so.
I would imagine, yeah. Okay, let's go back, get these pressed. And then we'll probably have to come back to numismatic them. So you making plastic?
I am. Let's see. So I have that casing.
2 bars of pressure, and then we numismatic it. Okay. And then we're going to need ichors of various types. Oh, and corporeal sparks too. Goodness.
Vortex tube, not vacuum. Wrist iron, tubes, some gold.
And then we'll need at least one of those too.
Maybe a silly question, but off the top of your head, does molten plastic stack?
What do you mean does molten plastic stack? Like
the pieces of it.
oh, the plastic sheets?
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just a simple item after they become solid plastic. Okay, so I need this. Corporeal sparks, which I have in the basement. But then we need ichor crystals. Do I have any ichor balls to melt? I don't. It means I need to find a blood island. Or bust out my ichor bee. Which do we think is faster? Huh?
I was just thinking, can I use a filling by spout with molten plastic on a conveyor belt? But no, I don't think it'll just drop in the conveyor belt. I think it has to go in a bucket.
The spout fills buckets and fills things. If you want to just put it into the world, just have a pipe. So the pipe that you would have put into the spout, just let the pipe come out into the world. It'll spill into a bucket's worth of plastic in the world, and then it'll solidify. And so if it's over a hopper, it'll just pick it up too.
Well, like I say, waste not, want not.
Ichor bee is ichoring. Let's go get some more levels.
Hey, tell the bee no bickering. so this works. This should work. Currently actually part of my setup right now. So the wall poster that's a load-bearing poster.
Oh no, not the load-bearing poster.
Exactly. That's like, I'm happy about it. I have at least one of each of those.
Okay, time to do a quick search for a blood island that isn't frogs.
Stupid frogs taking all the blood islands. It's out there for the world. Okay, let's go ahead and rotate this. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's put down the pipe first. And force it to go the way I want it to. Of course, given the opportunity, it goes the wrong way. Love it. Okay, going the wrong way.
Oh, bone serpent. Oh, dude. It's a little piggy village. Like, it's like a villager tower, but full of piggies. That's neat.
In the nether?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, there was Blood Island. In underneath a thing. We don't need much. We'll just take one thing of congealed ichor, which turns into 4 ichor balls. Brilliant. We're out.
What they say, candy is dandy, but ichor is quicker.
Mm-hmm. I've heard some people pronounce it ichor, but it feels more fun to say ichor.
I think it's pronounced ichor, but having only read it up to a certain point, I always pronounced it ichor, and didn't learn until later the actual, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, gotta blast it in the blast furnace. Oh, we got a spammer on the YouTube. At least the spammers are watching.
Hello, spammer.
I can't even see what they said because their username is too long. It's covering up their message. Although their name is the message, so I suppose that doesn't help. Okay, Ichor Crystal acquired. Next up, Sky Slime. Blast it. before we run out. Oh, we ran out.
Hello, cat. Please don't push on. No, don't push on the.
Why would you
ladder
do it
again.
again, cat? We warned
The
you the
answer is
first
because
time.
cat.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
I
fair.
warned him the first time. On the other hand, he is adorable, so it's really difficult.
Okay. Pressure chamber, basic, spark, crystal. We
The
got
problem
the
is that he knows he's cute.
basic. We got the crystal. We'll head back and grab the sparks. And then we can press them. Now, back we go. Pyramid B. Step 1. To the basement.
Quickly to our local library.
Up and up and up. Okay. So, basic, corporea, and crystals. Now these two. And then what? Glass! Where am I gonna find sand?
Where you're at, I have no idea.
Yeah, I know.
Sounds like an impossible mission. I mean, you weren't. How much sand do you need? There's
3.
only so much outside. 3. Okay. Okay, I put my tractor back on. Because I like for things to fly at me instead of just going willy-nilly into the world.
Amen to that. What does the wireless transmitter cost? Advanced, aluminum, and aluminum. We'll be able to make that. What about the range extenders? Basic, another transmitter. Upgrade is improved. I mean, it's resources, but it's resources we likely have infinite of. Just if we have enough right now. There's our construction and our destruction.
It all comes down to, what do I actually have laying around?
Okay, so...
My answer is a lot, but it's so well organized. Boy, howdy.
Crafting grid requires grid, which requires quartz enriched iron. Curses. Forgot about the quartz enriched iron.
Okay. Did I figure out if vortex use tubes should be one-sided or two-sided?
So in my experience, vortex tubes have a hot side and a cold side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, one side wants I want to cool down, the other side I want to heat up. Could I put both things on it and use them against each other, or will it just leave me meet in the middle and be terrible? Is really my question.
I don't know, because I've only ever used it where you put a heat sink on the side you want to be cold.
Yeah, but I mean, if I'm trying to use the cooling frame to cool down plastic,
Mhm.
you know, passively, and the heating side to actually heat up my refinery controller.
Mm-hmm.
You know, see remainder of question here. You get where I'm going.
Yeah. But why do you need to cool down the plastic?
Oh, use the heat. If you put use the heat frame, and if you put an item that will cool down in there, it will automatically do so. At least it's supposed to.
I mean,
Let's
yeah,
see.
but why do you need to cool the plastic?
To make it automatically go from if I were producing plastic here and then piping it into said heat framed box, then I could just leave it be, and it would automatically turn into plastic.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess I could just put a pipe on it and pump it into the world, but then it'd be in the world and not in the chest. And I'd
That's
actually
true.
have to pay attention to it.
I mean, Hopper. But still, yeah. Kind of see where you're going. Okay, I've got a grid. Grids are stupid. So, we make a crafting thingy. Crafting thingy plus grid plus smart equals crafting grid. Haha. And now for the last bit of science for the evening, because then at least I'm going to have to call it. Put the crafting thing next to that. Hey, look, it's connected, probably. Let's move it over one. Hey, look, it's borked. Brilliant. Okay. And then we put it over here on that. Borked. Cannot connect to the controller through the entangled block. Next step, try using a cable. Cable also does not connect through the entangled block. Curses! That's just not cool. It's really frustrating how many things just don't go through the entangled blocks.
Like arbitrarily?
Yeah. Super arbitrary. Because I've got this controller in this entangled block. And it gets the power. It gets the power through the entangled block to be able to run the controller.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can't run cables through the entangled block to be able to use the controller as a controller. Like it'll connect through, it'll get the power, but the actual logic won't do it.
Oh, so it sounds like you could do either power or items, maybe. If that's what you're saying.
Yeah, so like I can get the power to it and put this wherever, and it'll be nice and standalone. But you can't do the interesting functions with it over a spooky distance. The really frustrating thing is that you can't entangle a battery. And so like you can entangle the machines and the power goes into the machines. But if you entangle a battery, you can't get the power out of the tangled block. Like power goes into them, but power does not come back out. It's really quite annoying.
Yeah, it sounds it.
And so they're great for things with inventories. So if you need to have a machine, get extra stuff into it. If you need to like teleport your objects from a farm into a storage system, it's perfect. But anytime you need anything else, it's just kind of not good. I was hopeful with this one because like those cables go into various sides and this thing gives blocks more sides. But it's just totally inconsistent in having any hope of knowing which things go in and which things just don't. And so I would imagine the mechanism pipes would work just fine. But I don't know. Haven't tried.
I mean, I guess it's worth a shot. I mean, it's all very confusing on what it decides to work with and not. So you're trying to connect it to those pipes that you're looking at right there? And it's just not doing
No,
it?
like this is the power.
Yeah.
And so if I put the crafting grid here, it's a crafting grid. I can get into my system, do whatever I need to do.
Okay.
If I put the crafting grid here, nothing.
And it's supposed to work not like that, right? Like it doesn't have to go next to it. It can go in any configuration.
So anywhere you want. And then you can have like a cable and then the crafting grid. Works great. You come over here.
And the same thing.
Cable, crafting grid, nothing.
Huh.
Now, granted,
Exactly.
refined storage has its own way of doing that. But I don't even want to know what it costs.
The correct phrase is, but I don't wanna.
Yeah, so network transmitter, CPU core AS81221, which requires advanced processors, electrum wires, cardboard box, and unassembled PCB. That's actually much better than I expected. Machine casing, which I just made, construction and destruction, and endarium gears, which are fine. But then a matter transmitter, portal frames, glass, stable wormhole, and a pity machine frame.
Oh, stable wormhole. I got one of those laying around. Let me take it.
Also, not as expensive as I was expecting. So, I mean, vaguely okay. But I don't know the range. Like, how far do they reach? Because these entangled blocks, 1,000 blocks. Oh, right. These are out from under the pyramid above it, so they're going to get all sandy. Well, at least being able to teleport power is nice. I'll figure out the network shenanigans some other time. At least we got the small power bank ready. We'll just build a bigger one. Maybe build one in the sky. But how do you get them to come together? Stupid entangled blocks. Don't let you join your power systems. Unless they work with other batteries. Which
What
I
flavor
doubt.
battery you were using?
Well, I'm using the one from Thermal. But I could try the one from Power. I've got one of those laying around. Can't afford the ones from Mechanism.
Yeah, I got the one basic energy cell that it gave me as part of a quest that I've been running everything off of ever since. So it sounds like probably the same one.
Yeah.
It's so convenient.
Yeah, and then there's
our last game, I had a request reward, which is like a massive, enormous. I think it was a green or maybe purple, green or maybe blue power battery, and I was like, "Holy crap! I'm hanging on to this as long as I can." Very nice. Anyway.
Yeah, and I can't even hazard a guess about the quantum entangleporter. Refined obsidian, atomic alloy, ultimate control circuit, teleportation core. Takes more atomic alloys. 1 billion FE.
1 billion?
1 billion. Carl Sagan with a B, billion.
And you have to say that all but once, I wonder?
No. This energizing takes as long as it takes.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yeah, you've got these rods that zap the energizing orb. And so how long it takes depends on how fast they can send things. And like the basic rod, 50 feet per tick.
Oh my goodness, that would take 4 gosh darn ever.
Yeah. Like even the top tier one only does 154,000 per tick. $10,000 ticks. So that's only...
Yeah, so that's like
2,500 seconds.
I was gonna say 7,000 ticks.
Yeah, my estimate's probably a little
So
shy.
it's 3,500 seconds. 3,600 seconds is an hour. So that's literally a full hour at max speed, roughly.
Yeah, for if you only have one of these rods, you can pile up a bunch of rods into one orb.
Okay.
So you can bring that hour down a bit. Whew. Supposing you've got the power laying around.
Yeah. As we all do.
Okay. So let's take a quick look at the quests that we did not do today. We did do the controller, though, so that's something. So Thursday, it'll either be the PCB or the large capacitor or Starlight Crafting, which there are a couple of steps between the offering table and the Starlight Crafting table. Or pushing forward with the blood magic to get farther along in occultism, too. Probably going to do that one. That one seems more fun. But then next week, I'm not going to be here, so hopefully we'll get our fill on Thursday.
I hope so.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, George, you're probably not going to be streaming when I'm not. Yeah?
Like next week, it's just me and Frog? Nah, probably not.
Okay, so anyone who does hang out, thank you for being here. And see you in 2 weeks. Well, I'll see you on Thursday. We'll see you on Thursday. And then it'll be 2 weeks after that. If y'all care about marking your schedules and whatnot. Otherwise, have a good time. And we'll see you on Thursday.
Ciao.